Hello, my loves, and welcome back to another reading. Tonight, I accidentally forgot my microphone upstairs because I've been recording my Yuletide songs for the past couple of nights. So, we just have the camera sound, the phone sound. It was pretty good. I didn't have a problem with it, and I also futz around with the levels afterwards. So, hopefully it'll be okay. Nah, it should be okay. I believe. So tonight, I've been called to do a love reading. I have no idea what's coming forth. I'm getting... I'm just getting these sort of vibes of this florid sort of sweeping love coming in. So let's get started. I have my, Alchemy of the Spirit deck to start. This is an oracle deck. And I'm being called to say it, but usually when I do these readings, I have a song, generally that I already know, on repeat so I can get into that sort of like trancy headspace. And tonight's song is Suscipe Flos Florem from the Medieval Babes. All right, Spirit, what is it that we need to know about love and romance that's been just swirling around us? Oh my goodness. This deck is a little bit hard to shuffle. I think I've mentioned that before, but it's just the particular texture of the cards. There's a lot of friction. The bunny. Okay, I'm actually going to get a couple more cards before I start sort of interpreting. Do we want this top card? Yeah. And the Temple. And the Bell. So with the bunny, what I am seeing here, your heart burns as brightly as a star. This isn't striking me as a necklace that the bunny is going to wear. And look at the star of the third eye, you know. This looks like... No, this is the heart, the heart star, shining so brightly in your chest right now. It is your seat of power. It is what turns all eyes to you. And I think here, what's really cool is that you have because we have the third eye star as well, the heart connected to the third eye. The third eye is able to see past any sort of shenaniganery that isn't necessarily benevolent. You can see through people's BS, basically. So you can remain this soft, huggable, what's that word? Not plush. I mean, it is with soft, but just this very sensitive being that is... I mean, have you ever pet a bunny? They are just so lovely to feel beneath your fingers, right? You are a delight. And you don't need to have any hard angles. You don't need to have anything there, because your heart, the star of your heart, sees through the star of your third eye. And you can pick up anybody who is going to do you wrong. There is, with the kitty down here, again, an emphasis of you can relax. Everything is going to be fine. People, you will not allow people who could harm your heart near you anyway. The crown also being sort of this barrier. Those who are unworthy cannot pass it, but also, again, it protects you. And it, you know, the stars here, the star of the third eye, but the heart, repelling those who would mean you any harm, or who would just want to squeeze you too hard, right? Because you're just so freaking cute. Yeah, very much intuition here. I'm also picking up, you know, the intuition of the moon here. Now, the temple. This is a stepping into a sort of sacred space now, into love, into a place that is balanced by the light of the sun and the light of the moon here. And look at this, we have the bell here as well. So it's interesting that the temple shares the moon with the bunny card, okay? But it also shares the bell and the sun with the bell card. There's love coming in here. The rainbow is very much giving me 10 of Cups. Incredible emotional fulfillment coming in here. And with the stars, like obviously this deck has stars all over it. But with the stars, there's this sparkly sort of like wondrousness, this just magical, but also sort of sacred coming together between whoever it is that is coming in for you. There is deep connection here. Yes, the sun that is coming in for you is going to, and there's a star too. Oh, I love this. The sun coming in here for you is the light that lights up your moon, right? But the sun is a star. You're just absolutely going to be on cloud nine here. This is a very, I'm getting a holy, sacred sort of union coming together where there is the utmost sort of reverence for each other. That's the word, reverence for each other. This almost worshiping of each other. There's a clarion call coming out. I feel like the person who's coming in is going to speak what it is. They're going to sound that bell of their feelings and bring in this 10 of Cups energy to you so that you both can be in this beautiful balance of each other, balance of the sun, the star, and the moon, right? Okay, let's get some tarot in here. What do I want? Do I actually just want... Okay, we're going to start with the B tarot, as it's got this gorgeous, well, honey-like, very sweet, flowery sort of, that is the imagery that is in my head right now about the love that is coming in, is just this swirling around us, around you, of all these beautiful blooms, these roses and peonies, all these sort of springtime flowers especially. Roses obviously bloom a little bit closer to summer, but it is still spring usually when they do bloom, depending on where you are. But I'm seeing all these gorgeous scented flowers. It is it's like it's intoxicating. It is completely enveloping, and the scent is permeating every bit of you. And I feel like it's the call of the person who is coming in for you. All right, Spirit. All right, this new love. What is it that you... New love or... No, I am feeling that it can be new love if you are unpartnered at this point. Oh, okay. You know what? We're not gonna pussyfoot about it. I am not, I'm somebody who's totally cool with polyamory and, you know, whatever. It is just someone new coming in, whether you have a partner or not, you know, and the rest is up to you to figure out how the communication and that sort of thing and understandings that you need to come to. So this new person that is coming in, this new clarion call that is, it's like a siren call. What is this, well, what's coming up for, let's say, the very near future here, within the next couple of weeks? Whoa, hello, oh my god. This card just like flew right out, and it's the Sun. This is everything that you could have wanted. This is, this is victory. This is finally being fully seated in the power that is you. You know, the young child on the back of the horse of the Rider-Waite Tarot. This is, I mean, it seems silly to have a child be the victorious person on the back of a horse, right? But it is the youthfulness, the joy, the summertime, you know, of our youth sort of thing. This love that is coming in is going to be so healing. It is going to be so joyful. And I feel like because we have all of these different sort of bees on this card as well, it is also something that is going to have such a beautiful impact on your friends and family, your, you know, your smaller community, because everyone works in tandem with each other. And that is what I'm getting here too, the balance of you and the person that is coming in. It is a sacred balance between the two of you that brings in the sunlight. This bond is like a glorious coming together. It is, I'm seeing stars like exploding. And just the beauty of it. Not, I mean, a star exploding is also the death of the star, but it is just like this wondrous sort of like unimaginable thing that is coming in. And there is again, such a balance between the two of you. A balance in not the way of sort of like exactly fitting each other, but in the understanding of each other. Again, through that reverence. That each of you is this holy being. This is very sort of, it's giving me like God and Goddess, or deity, you know. It is giving me that you are both deities together, that you are both going to worship each other as deities, and not in a icky sort of way that could lead into sort of feeding each other's shadow sides. And shadow is fine. Shadow is something that we have to work through and understand in these lives, right? But we have so much sun here that the two of you are only going to illuminate the best parts of each other and allow those things to grow with each other. The shadow is not something that is going to be any sort of problem here. This is the ultimate sort of victorious, you know, And not that you are conquesting over each other, although I am hearing in a cheeky sort of way, maybe there is a bit of that play in there, you know? All right, what else? What else here should we know about this in the next couple of weeks? Oh my goodness, this is coming in really fast. It is coming in really fast. There is very quick movement here for this to come in. This person who, your clarion call, who's calling you, they are ready to say what it is they need to say right now. Just in my mind, 8 days. 8 days. We have the 8 of Wands here, 8 days. Either within the next 8 days or the 8th day. And whenever you find this reading, this is the time for you to hear this reading. So it is 8 days from now that you hear it. Okay, beautiful cards from this. I knew I wanted some honey, some bees, some lovely flower imagery in here. And now I would like to go to When Women Had Wings deck. And I'm just going to take a quick sip. I just got to say too, I love the way that this deck is very sunset colors, but I love the way that it blends in with the colors of the B Tarot deck. It's so beautiful. This is giving me midsummer. This is giving me the height of passions, of playfulness and coming together, it's giving me very much, that pagan sort of imagery of the sky god and the land goddess, or gender doesn't matter, but coming together and creating such beautiful abundance in the world. This relationship is not only going to affect you. No relationship is just insular or in a vacuum. Every relationship does affect everyone, but I see this being the sun. I see this being an incredibly radiant light from the both of you in both of your lives. Okay. What else should we know? Oh, hello. Do we want that card? No. Okay. About the next 8 days and what might be exactly coming in that time. Oh, this deck is so big for my hands. I love it. It's so beautiful. And I appreciate the larger cards, but also. Hello. Oh my God, what did I say? The 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups rainbow. You and everyone involved in this, your person coming in, the temple you make of your relationship together, the temple you make of the space that you both physically are in all the time. This is everybody's cup is full, not even just the two of you or however many, this is somebody new coming in. But everybody involved here, whether a romantic partner or not, everybody's cup is filled. Everybody is, between the two, just the two of you, you are the reciprocal sort of flow of water between the two of you. You are filling each other's wells, and you are filling each other's wells in such an enormous, overflowing, abundant way that everything around you, the land around you, the people around you, the relationships around you, right? Everybody gets that water. Everybody gets some of that water of life, that water of love, of deep emotional bonding and fulfillment and happiness and joy by the light of the moon, under the light of the moon. The moon. This is absolutely just, oh, I love it. Oh, and I'm seeing, you know, the reflection of the wings, you know, in the bell as well. I'm also picking up both of you could be magical people. You could be witches, or, you know, people who work with the energies and believe in spirit and the spirit of, you know, animist sort of beliefs, like everything has spirit, working with that, working with our own energies. I'm picking up on this because there's such a magical, I mean, we have the wands here as well, right? Wands are a tool of the witch. And especially also with the sun, moon, stars, like this is, both of you are intuitive. Both of you, I feel like you are not unknown to each other. This is not somebody new who is like absolutely, completely new who is coming in. There is intuition in the both of you in different ways, but there is intuition here. There is magic to both of you, and you are both picking up the other's vibe. You are both picking up that there has been something building here. The moon has been waxing and waxing until it becomes full in this next 8 days, which is hilarious because we literally just had the full moon a couple days ago as I'm recording this. So it's now waning. But for this relationship, for this beautiful coming together of lovers coming together with their passions, with their deep emotional understanding of each other. There is so much here. Both of you can provide such comfort and understanding to the other. Both of you can go deep for the other and allow each other to see each other so deeply. Is this water behind here? I think it is. It looks like there's like a lake here on the, or a very large pond. I'm not sure because this looks like trees over here, but there's depths. There's unfathomable depths here that you both can explore in each other. That will be so fulfilling. I am kind of getting a sort of like, maybe a caution, but maybe not. But there is the sort of maybe desire, or there could it could be a little bit obsessive with each other. You just want to see more and more of each other. You want to watch each other unfold. You want to see the fullness of each other's godhood. You know, but I'm really not picking up that this is going to be so lead down a sort of like an icky sort of path or anything like that. But there is this, there will be this great desire between the both of you to really see each other fully, because perhaps there haven't been very many people who have been willing to see you and to see them so fully. And this is all by the light of the moon. This is not just the light of the sun showing all of the outward things that we present of ourselves, the way in which we perform, right? Which is not to say that, you know, can't be meaningful, but we're also getting the light of the moon, illuminating those deep inner emotional depths with each other. There is such comfort here. I don't think you have to be worried about anything with this person. I mean, use your discernment. I will always caveat that, you know, with use your discernment. Reveal only what you feel comfortable revealing. And here's the thing. You both are going to be so gentle with each other because of this reverence for each other. There's not going to be a worry that you're not sharing everything immediately. I think it's a little weird. I mean, depending on what kind of relationship you had before, whether you're pretty good friends or, or you're more on the acquaintances side. But it's just like, it's not, it is a sort of precaution, this boundary here of seeing through people's BS and stuff like that. But it is a precaution not to share everything immediately with people. Unless you're just one of those people who doesn't give an F at all. And that's just what it is. But this goes way deeper than that. If you know what I mean. If in that very deep way of being sort of like spiritually laid bare for each other. This is absolutely gorgeous. I'm so excited for you. It's funny because we have, this is coming in very quickly within the next 8 days, but then we have the 7 of Pentacles. And this leads me to believe there has already been, so before this date that you are watching this reading, there has already been seeds sown. The seeds of love have already been sown. And you have spent some time. So yeah, I'm getting more of this is not somebody new. This is somebody you already know. And you have already spent quite a bit of time building relationship with them. You have seen that growth, right? You've seen the seeds, you've planted them in the earth, and you've seen them sprout, and then you've seen them get their first leaves, and then you see them get their true leaves, and then you see more of the plant grow, and then you start seeing the buds. And we're not quite yet, at this flowering, but we're just about there. We are just about there, right? Is this a datura? It looks like a datura. There's a datura flower here, and that is giving me this sort of dreaminess that's connected to this moon, sun and stars sort of imagery. You have built between you already something that is so lovely and enjoyable and dreamy. And there's more to come, my love. There's more goodness to come. There's everything. There's everything with this relationship. Do you want that card? The World. Oh my God, could this reading get any freaking better? Oh my goodness. I freaking love this. I absolutely adore this. Again, more dreamy, cloudy imagery. I know this deck has a lot of clouds and dreamy starry night stuff, but it's just, we get everything with this. We get to feel complete with this relationship. We get to feel like we have gained something that we have been yearning for a long time. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you have been yearning for each other for a long time, but just this sort of, because we have this really big building of relationship and closeness and intimacy and deep understanding of each other, it's such a fulfillment to be truly seen by another human and to see them in return. To truly know and understand another person. It's pregnant with all these hopes and desires and wishes under the light of the moon. So even though we have, the sun coming out here, the sun lights the moon. And I am getting the sense that some of this interaction, whatever it is that comes out, the clarion call, the sounding of the bell from this person, it is going to happen in the evening at nighttime. The moon is probably going to be out, She's just floating on cloud 9. She is just, this coming together is just going to be an absolute dream come true. And perhaps you have been dreaming about this. Perhaps you have been having dreams either about this person. Nope, you have been having dreams about this person. Yeah. Yes. And then in the next 8 days, these dreams come true. I will always say, you know, with any sort of predictive thing, with any sort of messages that come through from any reader, from your own tarot decks and your own readings and stuff like that, let go of how you imagine it will be. Let go of it and let it come in the way that it comes in. You know, there's such beautiful imagery that I'm getting in this reading and in my mind since the beginning of this reading of all those flowers swirling around. But that's not, you know, that's not what is going to be actually happening here in this 3D world, you know, where I don't know how you do that unless you're doing CGI or something. But let this come in the way that it's going to come in. Allow it to be as beautiful as it can be in this 3D world. But also see it with your feelings, your emotions. See it with your spirit as well. Because it's going to be so dreamy and beautiful. Okay, one more card? Yes. Well, hello. And now you get to wait. Now you get to be in suspension until it comes in. The Hanged one here. I'm going to say that this is sort of a don't become too obsessive thinking about, you know, how exactly this is going to come in. This is very much tying back into sort of allowing it to come in the way that it needs to come in. Allow yourself to, you know, I said this in the reading from Wednesday, I believe. I think we had the Hanged Man, or I talked about the Hanged Man. Or maybe it was Monday's reading. Who knows? Recently. But the Hanged Man is always someone who is so grounded to me, because in his desire to get a new perspective, he's tying himself up to a tree. And in that is one of the most grounded things we can do, is sort of turn inward to see what's within us that may not allow this to happen. To look within us and see the things that maybe have been holding us back, right? And here's the thing, the rest of this reading, you know, the Hanged Man is bound, right? Self-bound, but bound still, so that he can see inside. But the rest of this reading is, for the most part, except for like this one she's still waiting for it to come in, but honestly, things are going to be blooming soon. The rest of this is so freeing. It is so expansive. And so I'm getting right now, the thing that just immediately came into my head after I said that was, just give yourself a little break right now. Take it easy. Don't get in your head about what could be coming. Enjoy it as it comes. Enjoy the little moments that are building up to this, because it is a beautiful thing. And I think if you're somebody who is not, you know, a teenager, and this isn't your first time having relationships and things like that, that sort of giddiness, that sort of like almost like your heart is going to burst from your chest, expansiveness, you know, doesn't become lesser, but it does become deeper. And it becomes, depending on how, often you get in relationships and things like that, it can be something that doesn't come around very often, Because if you've been in a relationship for a long time and, you're only with one person, you don't get that back. You can be very cute and still pursuant of each other within a relationship, but it is nothing like what the beginnings of a new relationship where you both have not been together before at all. That is such a magical, powerful time. And it's clearly going to have such a huge effect on the both of you. I mean, we have so many major arcana cards here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and this beautiful energy coming in. So chill out, relax, do some yoga, go for walks, be in nature. This is very much giving nature. And if it's too icky outside right now, because it's been like really rainy where I am, so I'm looking at lots of, when I do my treadmill walks, I have these walking videos in beautiful cities around the world or on trails and things like that. Go do that. Just immerse yourself in nature, because this is such a, with the flowers, with the imagery in this reading, this is such an earthly thing. We are bringing the spirit, we are bringing in the cosmos, that expansiveness, that endlessness of the cosmos in with this love. So chill out, my guy, chill out. Okay, I'm being called to do one more card just to fill up this space. That's not true. I'm just hearing in my head, okay, one more card. But I also do want to fill up the space. Okay, what is your final message about, oh my goodness, oh hello, passionate King of Wands here, a fiery person who's very passionate. This is the person who's coming in for you. This is the person who's coming in for you. This is somebody who is so confident and charismatic and deeply understands themselves that they can bring the fullness of themselves to you, and that you can be the fullness of yourself with them. The crowns here, yes, 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 yes. This person has so much power to match your power. Is somebody going to match my freak? Yes, they are. It's the thing about this too is there's different energy coming in from this person to you. This person is, I feel like you can both talk about very similar things and have similar interests and things like that, but the very interiorness of the both of you is different. But there's something so beautiful that is pulling you together, to weave you two together, to make something so strong and beautiful and shining, just blindingly beautiful. You know what? All of the best of luck to the both of you, because this is incredible to the both of you, or again, if you are already in a relationship, to all of you, because this is going to be such an abundant coming together for everybody involved in this, romantically, and then everybody you just know. You are going to see each other, and in that seeing of each other, you are both going to be able to be so powerful in who you are yourselves. There isn't this sort of melding in of each other and becoming each other. Oh no, my friend, you are both sovereign in who you are, and both of you are going to fuel each other's fires to become even brighter, even bigger, even all sort of not consuming in that negative way, but people are going to look at you both, even when you're on your own and not together, and cannot help but see how brightly you burn, how brightly you shine in the world. What a beautiful reading. I'm so excited to hear if this is the reading for you. please let me know down in the comments. I'm soon going to have a New Year reading that's going to be going up. It's going to be one card for the entirety of the year, and then this is the reading that I do for myself every year at Yule. And then I have one card for each of the seasons. And then we have one card for each of the 12 months. So I'm just working on getting that up and available. So keep an eye out for that. I mean, with this coming in, I think you're going to be having a good year, my love. I certainly hope so. Anyway, thank you so much for being here with me for this absolutely gorgeous reading. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.